Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Erin, and I am here to give you some oracle guidance, some spiritual guidance, energy attunement. So I'm super happy to be here. I do this on Fridays around 3 o'clock, and so please join me. If you want to join the channel and get more help and guidance, please do. We would love to have you as a part of our family. So today we're going to get started with doing a little energy attunement, and I'm going to start first with a sage burning. Burn off any energy that is stagnant and that's not helping us and serving us for our highest good at this point. So. Everyone, if you'll just blow out all your stale energy and air. And when you breathe in, just visualize cosmic creator light and energy, just all different beautiful colors, and just breathe it in into your essence and flow with it, because you are also divine and cosmic, eternal. So just remember that as you breathe in and flow your energy in connection with the divine. And we will just let go of all that stale energy and receive new energy, refreshing, rejuvenating. We'll just let this burn over here for a little bit as we do the reading. Put this candle up a little. All right, so I was feeling pretty called to several decks today, and I'll go over those with you in just a moment. But I do want to do a little attunement for your energy and your chakras. Welcome. Excellent. So today we are going to be doing the oracle reading with 4 decks that I felt really drawn to today. So we've got Life's Purpose, as well as the Angels of Abundance, and Messages from your spirit guides, your animal spirit guides, as well as Living Reiki. So we're going to get into that just a second. Here I am going to be playing my steel drum, a few notes on that, just to bring everybody into a connection of your energy and just get in the flow. So the steel drum has got pure tone, so it really does resonate with your chakras and your energy points. So I'm going to give us a few little notes of that. started with the oracle message. This is a timeless message, so if you're not joining us now, currently live, in the future, if you feel drawn to this reading, then the message definitely has some information and guidance for you. So please enjoy. All right, so for everyone here, I just want to say welcome, and I'm so glad that you joined today. So we're going to go ahead and start with the life's purpose, just whatever I feel. I am a channel reader, so if the divine has something specific to say, it's just going to come flying out of my mouth. So that one's definitely for us. Okay, I'm feeling that I am going to pull a couple cards from each of the decks that I have picked out today for us, and we'll see what that one's already singing there. This one's the abundance angels. Actually, yes. I feel that one. That one stuck in my hand twice, so definitely feeling that one. And then the living Reiki, they're healing cards, so we'll see what we get here as well. Those two. See if there's anything else here for us. Oh, we got quite a bit of those there. All right, let's see what the divine has to say for us today. Start the way I pulled them out. So we have the speaker. All right, so your life's purpose involves your skills of speaking, of sharing your voice, your knowledge. You know, each one of us is special, divinely special. We came into this life with things that we might not remember, but parts of us that we're meant to kind of unveil, like the lotus flower. And so if you have things inside of you that you're passionate about, you seem to have an interest in certain topics, you know, yes, learn all about them and be open to share the knowledge with other people. And I know you might not always feel like, you know, oh, I'm a natural born teacher, I'm supposed to do this or that or the other. But if you feel drawn to some topic, something that is like your truth, and you resonate highly with it, then yes, please do share that knowledge with others, because we are all here for each other, and we are called to help others in such a way. So we have, as I said, the speaker. Clearing debts. Now this one is from the abundance angels. And I'm going to flip these glasses down real quick. So your self-care involves removing the heavy burdens of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So yes, this is speaking about, if you think of debts, you know, like you reap and you sow. If you think of in these terms, whatever you do to, like, we'll use a garden for an example. If you plant seeds and water them, and you have, you know, the sunshine does its part and everything, you're going to grow some beautiful flowers or vegetables in that garden, some trees. But now if you plant seeds and then yet you just don't, you forgot about them, and you don't water them, and you don't give it the energy and the sunlight that it needs, of course you can't expect to have anything grow in your garden except for maybe some weeds that aren't really gonna please you. It's not what you intended. So if you can think about that as well with the card clearing your debts, you know, whatever we do for ourselves and for others in this life kind of has a cause and effect. And so this is more speaking about, make sure that you are doing things in alignment with what your true intentions are, and then you're going to find that you're freeing yourself from some of that karmic energy that's going to grow things in your garden that you don't want. So, you know, just remember that too, and just focusing a little bit more on that in your actions and your plans and your intentions What you can find too is that you're going to have a much more harmonious life. You're not going to be looking over your shoulder as much, wondering what's going to, go down for you. You'll be able to have a much more happy and harmonious life. So deservingness. All right. So you are a beloved child of the Creator. Like anyone else, you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that the Creator and all the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Yes, we all are very unique for a specific reason. There's one thing that we have in common is we're all sparks of the Creator. Sparks of this divine, eternal, multidimensional energy of creation. However, we're living our unique experiences within that same oneness. So it's just like so beautiful just to remember that we're all important. We're all here for a reason. And just loving yourself, realizing that you are very deserving of love, of abundance, of all the things that you wish to see in your reality. You are worthy of that. The thing that kind of blocks us a lot though is thinking that we're not. So we kind of see in our reality what we believe that we're going to see. So our expectations makes a huge difference on what does come forth within our reality. So we have a climate of understanding. What a beautiful card here. So if you could generate a climate of understanding, perhaps people would feel that they had to stick. Let me put these glasses on. Perhaps people wouldn't feel that they had to stick so rigidly to their own ideas, but who instead could recognize that other people's ideas have value as well. So some sensible compromises could be reached. Okay, so yeah, this is all about compassion. Having a compassion, first of all, starts with yourself, right? We learn that through giving space for ourselves to be unique and special in our own way. And when we do accept ourselves in such a way, what we come to realize is that everyone is in their path, at different parts of their path, and what they're going through is a teacher for them to help them expand their consciousness and grow. So when we cultivate that within ourselves, that starts to just naturally arise, that compassion for others and giving people that room to be who they are without judgment, and it's just like a natural feeling. So this is a very beautiful message with a climate of understanding, because that is where the compassion comes from. Oh, then we have a climate of compassion. Okay, that's beautiful. If we could generate a climate of compassion, perhaps we could recognize that everyone becomes the person that they are because of the sum of their experiences so far. So maybe then we couldn't judge others so harshly. Yeah, it sort of got into this before, right? With I just love the way that the cards are flowing so perfectly together. But with the climate of understanding, we were talking about that, right? To be without the judgment of others and to accept people as they are and understand that it's a part of their journey. And whether, it doesn't matter whether you resonate or agree with what they're doing or whatnot, but that compassion and that understanding comes from giving yourself that space and that freedom to be who you are. So then when you can do that, like I said, for yourself, it naturally occurs and arises. So just that one thing, if you start to do that and you do the work within yourself, we don't need to change the world. It starts with us. And then that's when that just pours out of us, that love and that connection and that compassion, it just pours out of us, and it shows in our life, in our reality that we experience. So, and all these experiences add up, and then they take you to a higher level, a higher vibration. And that's where you start to draw in, through law of attraction, higher vibration experiences. So it starts with knowing thyself, though, first of all. So a climate of acceptance. Wonderful. If we could generate a climate of acceptance, perhaps we wouldn't need to feel challenged by other people's differences, but instead could all learn to accept that each person is unique in his or her own unique way of thinking, feeling, and seeing the world. So we wouldn't always expect them to think or behave like us, but instead we could accept the strength in and the variety and in diversity. So very beautiful reading, how it's all flowing together. Just that's how the divine works, right? But yeah, so this is a very important part. And again, we've already discussed this, which is beautiful and is coming right up. But yeah, so that's, it's funny because these three kind of go together, and I pulled them separately. That they did jump out, but of course I shuffled. But this is like literally a process right here. This is a process that you undergo as you start to look within yourself, accepting who you are, and just loving and experiencing life, trusting the divine is going to support you on your path, and knowing that we don't always know everything. So we do have to walk in a certain level of faith, and trust that we are protected and taken care of in our path when we are getting to an authentic place within our life, within our light. Then of course we can start to feel and connect more and more with that support. And so it starts with being faithful about it, but then you do start to get to a place where you have so many experiences. It is absolutely a knowing. So we have here a wise prayer. Old Irish prayer. Take time to work. It is the price of success. Take time to meditate. It is the source of power. Take time to play. It is the secret of perpetual youth. Take time to read. It is the way to knowledge. Take time to be friendly. It is the road to happiness. Take time to laugh. It is the music of the soul. Take time to love and be loved. It is the path to joy and contentment. Wow, very beautiful. And I'm going to just flip it around like this. So if anybody wants to maybe screenshot or something there, so you can just remember that and maybe repeat it occasionally to yourself, reminding yourself. And spiritual journey. We're all spiritual all of the time because that is the way we are. Spirit having a human experience, not humans having a spiritual experience. However, each person's spiritual journey has to be taken at a pace and in a way that suits them specifically. So, yes, as I was saying before, right? Everybody's at a different place within their path, and everyone is unique and different. So no two paths are the same. And so we just have to allow that to be and learn what we can from them, and not just shut everybody down because their thoughts or ideas are different from us. But just imagine you having all the perfect ideas, everything just comes to you, just boom, you just know it when you need to know it. And then, but that's through your perspective. Then imagine hearing other people's perspective. Well, that just makes you a lot more wise about how many options there are, how many ways there are to get to kind of the same place. So just being open to other people in such a way, and not shutting people down because they have different thoughts and ideas than yours, because we really can learn a lot from being open to letting others' thoughts and ideas in, just to explore other ways of thinking, right? And then last but not least, we have the animal oracle. And we have the elk that has come out for us here. Let me show you guys there. Awesome. So the elk, stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Right? Exactly. So it all comes from yourself, right? Whatever your boundaries, your respect level that you have for yourself, the self-love that you give, that is contagious. That is a part of your light, a part of your energetic signature. And whether people know you or not, they inside their soul knows what that means, what that radiation means. And they might not have gotten there yet. They might not understand it. But when you get yourself to that place, that light speaks to the soul aspect of the person, right? And so then their senses feel this about you, and their intuition, and they might not register that with their thinking processor, right? But it's in your light, it's in your energy signature. So just have that respect for yourself and love yourself. Self-love goes a really long way. Your boundaries protect you from going through the same cycles over and over, because we create our boundaries based off of what we've experienced in life. And so you want to be open to people's energy, but also you don't want to go back through the same patterns again when you've already learned those lessons. So just having that respect for yourself, your boundaries, and providing yourself with plenty of self-love, self-care, and rest when you need to rest, and go out and be amongst the people when you feel that way or whatever. But your soul, your heart, your body, it's going to tell you. You're just, be open to listening to what's always there guiding you. Your higher self is always there for you, giving respect to your higher self, and just understanding that you are one with your higher self. And so maybe you might not realize or whatnot. A lot of us kind of run the show with our ego, our mind. And one thing that we can start to do is give more space for your heart, your soul self. In this journey, what I found is we don't necessarily kick our ego self out. No, for me, that's not exactly the way. The way is we kind of do a roommate shift. We kind of shift the power to our higher self, allowing and clearing out any blockages so that we are receiving our divine messages, doing the self-work so that we are in alignment with receiving these messages on a grand level. But, nobody's getting kicked out of this situation. But now the role of the ego self is not then to direct your life and your path. You leave that up to your higher self, and you follow in accordance to your passion, in accordance to how you're feeling, versus what you think other people are going to want or expect, or what's going to bring you the most money and things of that nature. So what a wonderful reading today. I just adore that you guys came in and spent some time with us tonight or today, whatever it is for you. But once again, it's just a pleasure. I do want to do another little attunement for anyone that might have joined us towards the end. And then just everyone else, just have some more. Enjoy. Namaste. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you next week. If you haven't joined the YouTube channel, please feel free to do so. If you would like to check out my website, we also have a temple and temple service that we do here in Tallahassee, and then soon to be worldwide, where I will be going live with our sessions and our with our services, Sunday services. We are Buddhist, rooted in Buddhism, so I do teach some Buddhism principles, which is more like a way of life and not necessarily a religion, but more so cultivating your spiritual connection to oneness. And so it's really helping a lot of people to understand. And what a lot of people find is that deep inside they already kind of knew these things. And so when I am sharing these principles and the ways that can help people find harmony and peace in their life, they find that they already resonate with the lessons and the messages. And so I also provide services to help people to cultivate that into their life as a way of life and not just teachings that they've learned. So if you want to come and join, we are located in Tallahassee at Lotus Flower Wellness Temple, and you can find us online at lotusflowerwellnesstemple.com. Namaste. Thank you again for joining, and share the message.